This is Jamil here, and today in this video, in this program, you guys going to learn what is the bank. In this particular programs, you going to learn and will elaborate what is the bank, what are the different type of the bank, what are the major operation of the bank, and what are the activity in this bank. So hope in the end of this video you will be able to comprehend, you will be able to analyze, you will be able to determine what are exactly bank, what are the operation of different bank, what are type of the banks are exist in the country and different market, and what are the important role of the bank in our country, in our individuals, for any institutions, for a different business. And with that you will be also know about how bank work, what are the major operation of the bank, how to operate the different banks, and what are the segmentation and classes of the different bank. And you will also learn what is exactly purpose of the bank. So bank is a financial institution when we define the definition of the banks. So bank is a financial institution that receives the money from a surplus unit and finance to deficit unit. With that, wealth management, currency exchange, many corporate and retail banking services to different customer and business to manage smooth flow of the money in a country, domestically and internationally. Bank also providing the agency and utility services to its customer. So here you need to know about what is the deficit unit and what is the surplus unit. Surplus unit is those sort of the people, those sort of the business that have extra money, that have enough money to invest in the deficit unit. So surplus unit are those peoples, they want to invest, they are the investor, or they are the customer who want to deposit the money and want something in the form of profit, in the form of any interest. But on the other side, the deficit unit, those peoples, those individuals are those businesses who need the money to penetrate their business, who need the money for their financial needs. So bank is really a good intermediary between deficit and surplus unit, because he take the money from the surplus unit and he lend the money to the deficit unit. So there's a different type of the bank. So here we're going to discuss about the types of the bank by ownership. There's a two type of the bank by the ownership. One is the public bank and other is the private bank. Public banks is those bank that is owned and operate by the government of the country, called the public bank. So the public bank in a country are those banks that are owned or operate by the government. The ownership of the bank is lead or controlled by the government of that country, called public bank. And other is the private bank. Private bank is those bank that is owned or operated by the private individuals, called private bank. So private banks are wholly or solely controlled by the private people or businesses, are called the private bank. And then type of the banks, when we categorically tries to segmentize the type of the banks, then we say the commercial bank, the Islamic bank. Commercial bank are those banks that is interest-based banking, where bank lend money and earn interest from the customer or businesses by fixing risk on one side and enjoy the interest. If we summarize and conclude that commercial bank are those banks that business is to lend the money to deficit unit, deficit customers or businesses, where they fix the risk because they share the risk from their side to the consumer, to the businesses, to the deficit sector by fixing the interest rate, and definitely they enjoy the interest rate by fixing the risk share. So Islamic banking is the profit-based banking, where bank lend money and earn profit, equal profit and loss sharing ratio. So here you need to be concentrate about the Islamic bank, because nowadays Islamic banking is more penetrated in the world, because in Islamic banking, you are sharing the profit and loss equally on the both sides, towards the surplus and towards the deficit. And here, those peoples of deficit and those businesses are people of the surplus both enjoy the equal profit or equal loss together. That's why the trend of Islamic banking is penetrating more as compared to the commercial bank. And major activity of the banks are deposits and advances. So how bank receive the money from the deficit unit? Bank receive money by opening different type of the account. Here bank offer a different type of account and people deposit their money in different type of the account. There is a current and saving account. So in a current account, bank do not offer interest rate or profit, but in a saving account, bank offer a profit. So in the current account, if you deposit a certain portion of the amount or money, you enjoy a certain benefit, but here bank don't offer you any interest or profit. But in a saving account, if you deposit or invest certain sort of the money, bank give you some profit or some interest. And major activity of the banks other is the advances. Here bank lend the money in the form of short-term, mid-term and long-term loan. Here bank take the deposit from the surplus unit and advance or lend the money to the deficit unit. Short-term and long-term loans are, the short-term loans are those loans that are lent to the peoples for 1 year or less than 1 year. So these sort of the loans are provided, lends or finances to meet the day-to-day operations or businesses need, where on the other hand the long-term loans are that are provided more than 1 year. So these sort of the loans mostly are equipped or lends to those businesses that purchase fixed assets or land or property or other fixed or long-term asset. So here hope the bank is one of the good financial institutions. So through this video you will be able to understand what is the bank, what is the major operation of the bank, how this bank work. So we have also made the different other videos in which we have shown to you peoples what is the check, what are the different type of the checks, what is the clearance process of the check. So I will put all the description box the link of that particular video so that you will able to get the access of that video too. So if you guys not subscribe my channel yet, please subscribe it now and press the bell icon button so that every latest update or video come to you guys first and you're able to get the complete benefit of that video. So till next video, please take care of yourself. Goodbye.